All right, y'all. Sorry for the wait, but I know why you guys are here. As you can tell by the title, you know what I'm saying? These are the types of women you might meet while practicing SR. This is part two, okay? And I got my notes with me. So these are 6 more types of women, okay? In no particular order. You just got to be aware. Okay, here we go. It's very hard to build, and keep this in mind, it's very hard to build value if you have the wrong type of woman in your life. It'll be harder for you to progress with your vision. Just like with your friends, you know what I'm saying, your loved ones, people of that nature. If you don't have the right people in your corner, bro, like how are you really gonna ever make it to a better version of yourself if you constantly have different energies that go against the same type of energy or frequency you're trying to put out there. Mila, yo, I'm about to put you in the crib. You've been quiet this whole time. As soon as I want to start doing this video, you want to start making noise. Please. I'm going to need your cooperation for 2 seconds, please. Thank you. I know you probably, I will put you in the crib. Relax. Thank you. All right. All right, so with that being said, let's get into this list. All right, so the first type of woman that you probably might meet while practicing SR, and you have to be aware, I would say avoid, is women who don't think that their health is a priority. So basically, when it comes to like men and how we self-improve ourselves, based on the video that I just posted recently, I was talking about how like you need to keep that blood flow going. You gotta exercise. You gotta be in shape. You gotta be fit. The same way how you carry yourself, bro. If you decide to link with a female, bro, she has to have a similar or same type of energy. She has to value how she looks as far as her health is concerned. Not so much the BBLs or anything like that, but it's more so about, is she eating healthy? Is she fasting? Things of that nature. What I've noticed and what I've seen, and this is just by seeing my peers, if I see a guy and they're in a relationship with the female or whatnot, and she is either out of shape or just is always eating hot wings, crab legs, pickled eggs, hot sausages. Now I'm describing a ratchet female, but if she don't really take her health seriously, bro, that's gonna be a problem. And here's why, and I got some notes. All right, if she's not healthy, then that means she will not feel good and won't bring any good energy to you. Health is wealth. What you eat makes up how you feel, and how you feel makes up your mental cognition, and how you think will shape your perception on real life and reality. So if she's not eating healthy, if she don't take like her diet seriously, she's not gonna be in the best mood. And now she's gonna bring your mood down because you're sitting here eating healthy. You're not eating the pickled eggs and the hot wings and the hot fries and all that bullshit. Y'all are on 2 different frequencies. She's literally in a totally different world. So you might meet a female that's attracted to you, that likes the fact that you work out, that likes the fact that you do all these things. But if she's not on that type of energy, and if she doesn't take her health seriously, bro, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be an issue later on down the line. She has to value that. You trying to say, hey man, you could try to get her into the gym, or you can try to get her to, you know what I'm saying, see what it is to like actually eat healthy. You could try to do that, but at the end of the day, if they naturally don't want to kind of vibrate at that frequency, don't even waste your time. You're gonna be unequally yoked. I literally seen one of my homeboys, he is about to leave his girl because she doesn't take health seriously. She will eat and cook whatever. You feel me? A female has to respect you enough for you to be like, okay, yeah, we can eat this, but like let's go the more nutrition route, because it's gonna be good for our body, it's gonna be good for our mood, it's gonna be good for our mind and how our mind works. So just keep in mind, if she doesn't take her diet seriously, if she doesn't take her health seriously, then there's multiple things that can happen within the relationship or within the interaction, and she will lower your vibration. You will start to eat the pickled eggs and all that bullshit that she's eating. So just be aware of that. The next type of woman that you kind of need to you will meet on while practicing semen retention is women who have addictions. I repeat, women who have addictions. So let me go to my notes real quick. Any sort of addiction, mental or physical addictions, scrolling on social media, drinking, smoking, etc., they will disguise it as if they need it for, to feel good or, to take the stress, to take the edge off, you feel me? Because, it helps them with stress. Basically, they don't see that it'll hurt them in the long run. Temporary pleasure for temporary pleasure for long-term gain. So here on this channel, I talk about retention. I talk about, controlling our habits, things of that nature. So if you are already in this vibration of defeating your addictions, and now you done got to a point where it's like, okay, you're on retention, cool, you're living your best life, you attract a female, okay, she probably has good intentions and everything, she's probably, not disrespectful, she's submissive and all of that. But I'm gonna let you know right now, if she is addicted to drinking, if she's addicted to smoking, that right there, bro, that's gonna be a hell of an issue to deal with. This is why I say, because I'll give you an example. Let's say you like to smoke weed, right? You as the guy, you like to smoke weed, you like to drink, but more so you like to smoke weed. If you date a female who also smokes weed, 9 times out of 10, when you already, let's say you like to smoke weed, but you want to cut back on it and you want to quit, or at least take a month or 2 off, 9 times out of 10, if you try to sit here and say, yo, babe, I'm going to quit, I'm not going to smoke no more, X, Y, Z, you think she's going to follow along and try to quit with you? I remember me and my ex, we had the same type of goal as to, refrain from smoking weed. The second that I tried, you feel me, there was a lot of times that I failed within that time range. But the moment when I was saying like, yeah, I'm finna stop or X, Y, Z, or she wanted me to hold her accountable, when it all came down to it, she will always still smoke and she'll always still drink. Her problem more so was drinking, and I see this a lot more with women. So in particular, if she's addicted to drinking, that's more of an issue in my opinion. Women like to disguise it and say, oh, it's just light little wine or it's just a shot here or there. But you already know what type of female you're dealing with if, like, they are addicted to those types of substances. Now when you talk about a female who's also addicted to scrolling on the internet, she just likes the attention. She likes people reacting to her post. There's nothing wrong with having a vice, but if she can't put down her addiction for the betterment of the relationship, not just for you, but the betterment of the relationship or interaction or, potential relationship, because we might be in a talking stage. If she can't do that, bro, it's going to be an issue for you, bro. You actively work on yourself every day. Bro, there's been guys who used to be addicted to porn and all kind of crazy stuff. And then once you done defeated that shit and everything is good, now you done leveled up, again, you might run into a female, this type that I said in my last video, being the females who are the nymphos. Like, bro, nymphos are women who are addicted to sex to a certain extent. So with that being said, we have to be equally yoked. There's no point of even trying to deal with a woman who has strong addictions outside of just, being addicted to going to the gym or being addicted to doing something high vibrational. You feel me? In order for y'all to even work, she has to figure that shit out on her own as far as like, what's important in life, and try her best not to let that control her, and consume her. And the same thing goes for guys too as well, bro. Like, we can't, of course, everybody has an addiction. When guys are usually addicted to something, bro, like, you can't tell a nigga nothing. So it's either, again, it's going to be short-term pleasure for long-term pain. The longer you decide to hold on to an addiction, the longer you hold on to continue to keep watching porn online and keep doing whatever, living your lower vibrational state, on that back end, it's gonna be a whole lot of pain that you have to pay for the decisions that you made in the past. So the same way how you look at your life spiritually, how you manage your vices and how you manage your addictions, you got to make sure your woman is doing the same thing for herself. So keep that in mind. And again, you will meet women who are like this. They probably don't smoke as much, but their thing is probably drinking. And they still might be spiritual, they still might be good, they still might be, everything might be on point, but I've seen this happen in so many situations that I've been in, that the second that, like, you know, these women, they try to kick back, whether it's drinking, smoking, or whatever, you see a totally different side to them. And sometimes they be saying some crazy stuff. So again, that's just something to keep in mind, bro. All right, so where we at right now? We are the third type of woman to but the third type of woman that you will probably meet while you're on your semen retention journey is the woman who needs attention from everyone. So this is kind of like a woman who has an addiction. But in this particular instance, it'll be displayed when she's out and she wants to take pictures and wants to vibe with different types of groups, go from guy to guy. Deep down inside, they're just trying to fill a void, and they will make themselves available to be seduced by anyone and won't hold themselves accountable once they do something promiscuous or low vibrational. So the woman that always wants attention from everyone else, again, that's a person who thrives off of people's attention, guys, non-sexual attention, and all of that. If you plan, and here's the thing, so boom, let's say you're not even pursuing this young lady, but again, she feeds off of people giving her attention. She's gonna do the most to try to get into your realm of reality for you to notice her. And the very instant that you give her attention, and let's say, boom, you give her attention and she actually likes you, she's into you or whatnot, y'all might be cool for that day. I'm letting you know right now, the very next day or as soon as you're done talking to her or texting her, she's either online, posting, she wants more validation, she has more guys texting her, guys that she probably used to have sex with, but now she can flex on them because she done moved on to a new person, which might be you. So this is the type of woman also too that's cool with all of her exes for some reason. These types of women that love the attention from everyone, they still want to be cool even with their exes after they done did whatever. That's right there, is you have to be aware of that. You feel me? You don't want to mix with that because it could just go a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what you do, she kind of reminds me of Mrs. Too Good for Everything. You feel me? They kind of similar. Because it's like how I attract you and like, boom, we together or whatnot, but you still seeking more attention or validation. That's like when Steph Curry's his wife was wilding out. I forgot, she said something and it went viral and it made Steph Curry look crazy because she wants attention. She was jealous of his glow, his light, the fact that there's so many females always screaming over him and shit like that. So again, when you have that natural glow, especially when you're on semen retention, of course you're gonna, I got my food getting ready in the background. Of course you're gonna have all the attraction or whatnot, you feel me? And now the same woman who seeks attention from everybody else, now they're gonna try to make it a competition with you. She's gonna probably look at your follower account and then you'll be like, damn, I need to get my followers up. Damn, it's like, bro, like even if you have a social media platform, the very least, if you're gonna have this attention, try to monetize it at the very least. But if you got females who not even trying to monetize shit, they just want the clout, they just want attention outside of you, be careful, bro. She's easily gonna not only cheat, but move on. You feel me? She has too many options. So if you want to, ain't nothing wrong with, talking to her or whatnot and keeping it cordial and shit like that. Just don't put too much energy into it. All right. The next type of woman that you probably will meet while practicing semen retention is the women that are too clingy. Now this is gonna probably happen a lot because you're a gem, you're rare, you are one of a kind. You are not like most guys. So out the gate, I know she's gonna want to hold on to you. There's a difference between clingy and then knowing when to give someone space. Because there could be a female who can be deeply in love with you, and I've met certain females who, you know, at some point in time they cared about me, but they wasn't that clingy. But you know, if I didn't text them maybe after a couple of hours or some shit like that, maybe like half the day, of course they're gonna reach out. They'll be like, come on, like what's going on? But if you gotta text her good morning, if she makes it a thing to say, oh, you have to say good morning, oh, you have to, I want you to call me different nicknames because I love it in the morning. And if she starts setting rules like that, she's clingy as fuck, bro. She's clingy and controlling. This chick reminds me of Miss Controlling. But the woman who's too clingy, again, you might like it at first, but after so long, you're gonna get off your game, bro. Because now you have to worry about texting her back on time, texting her good morning. If you don't text her good morning, something's up, something's going crazy. She might hit you with about 2-3 paragraphs at once. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't text back within 5 minutes, she's gonna call you or FaceTime you. That's clingy as fuck, bro. Like, regardless, there's nothing wrong with the female missing you, because if you are on your purpose, if you're on your journey doing what you got to do, then that means, you know, again, you're giving her time to miss you. And then that way, like when you come home and whatnot, like the reunion will always be phenomenal. But you have to give each other space. And just like how women can be clingy, guys can also be clingy as well. But see, when guys become clingy, they're gonna lose the female. The female will literally break up with you, bro, because you're too clingy. You feel me? So if they don't like it, if they don't like it, it's like, when you really think about it, because me personally, I used to think clingy was my love. Well, you know, I love this girl so much, so yeah, I'm finna hit her up. I'm finna do this, do that, X, Y, Z. But I learned my lesson. I'm like, shit, I'm on my purpose. I don't got time to be idling. If I'm texting somebody, it's literally for business or an idea. You know what I'm saying? And if I do have, you know, a girl that I'm talking to or whatnot, yes, you put some time out to talk to her, make sure everything is everything. But the goal is still the same prior to her. Like, you have to improve yourself. You have to learn how to control yourself. Like me, I was basically, this morning I talked about how in order to not relapse or to stay on a high streak, I will find new ways to kind of up the level. So if I know, basically after 10 o'clock, I'm making a rule that like after 10 or 11 o'clock, I'm not talking, no communication with no females. Like, I ain't talking to nobody. Like, I'm putting my phone on do not disturb type shit. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's not business or anything like that, it's about lower vibrational shit. You feel me? And when you set down this rule type shit, and now you kind of like, you know, have it working in your life, she has to respect that. You feel me? She has to respect that. She has to be able to give you the time and space to do you. And you have to give her the time and space to do her as well. You don't want to be too clingy as well. But for sure, because you have the life force energy that you have the electricity, you have the creativity, and your presence alone makes her mood change and feel better. She's going to be addicted to that, and she might get a little too clingy. So just be aware. If it becomes unhealthy, you don't have to completely dub her, but just be honest. Let her know, like, hey, I really like you. I really want to put all this time and energy to you. I want to chill. I know you want to cuddle and everything like that. But in order for us to permanently be living like this, I got to stay on my purpose. I got to still go to the gym. I still got to go work out. I still got to eat healthy. I can't be participating in drinking and smoking. I know you want to turn up and have a good time on the weekend, but I can't be doing this shit. You feel me? A lot of females who have addictions and are clingy and controlling, bro, come on. You know what I mean? It's like they try to they try to like, because y'all in a relationship, she makes you think like, oh, well, you know, we together and it's okay. It's okay if you can do it for me because I'm special. You know what I'm saying? You can get off your purpose for 2 seconds and you can eat and drink and do this and do that. I'm going to say this. It's okay to have fun. And maybe once in a while you can do that, but when it becomes a reoccurring thing and it's consistent and now every weekend, every other day she wants to do the same thing, you have to realize and peep. You have to realize and peep. Because the very second you now put all your energy into that, into her clinginess and stuff, she's going to get turned off and she's going to fucking like be like, well, what the fuck was I being clingy for in the first place? Yeah, I'm tired of you now. So just be aware. Keep that attraction going. Make her miss you. Okay, so I got 2 more types of females I'm going to talk about, and then that'll be it for this part of the video. All right, so the next type of female that you might meet while practicing semen retention, and I kind of talked about this earlier in my earlier drop today, was women who don't believe in God. I repeat, women who don't believe in God. You have to ask this question. If she don't believe in God, then what the fuck do you believe in? What are your morals? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, do you believe in purpose? Do you believe in anything? Incorporating God is probably like the best thing any female can do. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, as she continues her spiritual journey as well. And keep in mind with this too, if she doesn't believe in God, 9 times out of 10, bro, like, I don't know if she's going to be the best mom out there. You feel me? I'm not trying to break it down and say that like, oh, but to a certain extent, bruh, if you're linking with this female, and of course you have this ideology of you believing in God, your whole spiritual journey and everything is based on your belief in God, and you know everybody knows God is within. If she can't grasp the concept of what you got going on, how you think this shit gonna work? All she's gonna believe and understand is the fact that, okay, you got some good energy, you look handsome or whatnot, you feel me? You got money, you know what I'm saying? So again, if a female is just looking at the worldly things just within the matrix, that's all she's gonna see, that's all she's gonna know. So if she don't believe in God, whenever something happens, she won't even know that she's getting possessed or getting body snatched by a certain spirit. She don't even understand that like there's a whole spiritual world out here that we can't see with our own eyes. And when you try to explain certain visions, and when you try to open up to her and become vulnerable in that state where like, yo, you're experiencing something spiritually, you want to make sure when you're talking to her that she can relate, she understands that she also too is connected with the Most High. So if she doesn't believe in God, then you know what time it is. She's literally on demon time. She's literally just going, this is a filler. It's basically like a filler episode to a whole season that she got going on and whatever show that she has. And yeah, I mean, at some point in time, that shit is not going to work, bro. It's just not going to work. Y'all have 2 different ideologies. Something in life is going to happen. You probably might look at it in a positive way. She probably might look at it in a negative way. And because now that you aren't looking at it the same way she is, she probably might get, she probably might get mad, get petty. And then because she doesn't believe in God, more than likely she doesn't believe in morals. And then, it just, yeah. You want to stay away from those types of females. And the crazy thing about it is that even though you are godlike and everything, you still will attract them. Because, again, a lot of people are good at playing up to your frequency and playing up to your energy. So you won't notice a lot of these flaws or anything until maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of months in. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, so the last type of female that you might meet while practicing semen retention is the female who, and this is kind of goes hand in hand with women who don't believe in God, but women who use esoteric knowledge to steal your energy. So this means love spells, voodoo magic, hoodoo, all of that good stuff. Card reading, all of that. All of that stuff The reason why a lot of people, like even when I talk about it, if I talk about astrology or if I talk about the esoteric knowledge, there's so many people, especially they come to my channel, they be like, oh man, like that's devil's worship and that's devil's work and that's low vibrational stuff and you need to stop associating yourself with that. And the main reason why a lot of people have a perception about esoteric knowledge is because 9 times out of 10 nowadays, people will seek esoteric knowledge and they will use it on other people. So love spells, um, women will learn how to manipulate a guy's energy by wearing the simplest things. They can put on a certain color and it can fit a certain way on their body and they can talk to you in a certain tone and they could be stealing your energy, bro. Stealing your energy, bro. Putting love spells on you and all of a sudden now you obsessed with this female. You can't get her out your fucking mind. See, esoteric knowledge is not bad. It's just the fact that people who come in contact with this type of knowledge, women, I see a lot more women do it than guys, but guys do it as well. But I see a lot more women do it because, the tarot reading cards and things of that nature, that's more, I just see more women gravitate to that. And you have to be aware, bro, just because it's spiritual, just because she might share the same type of knowledge and frequency, like you still got to be able to read intent. Read intent and understand. If she is all spiritual, 666 555 444, and she's posting this and that, posting that whole time, bro, she's out here doing all these spells and doing everything, and she's possessed. See, the thing about these women, though, they're very, very powerful, dog, because they understand energy, and because they understand energy, they know how to come up with certain spells and do certain rituals to protect themselves. So they could stay in their right mind and have a nigga bug out, bro, off of just like some spell that they wrote up and put together, and like they put it outside, let the sun touch it, let you feel me, plant it in the ground. All that shit is for real, bro. I done seen people crash out and go crazy over females because, you know what I'm saying, these females, not only do they do this in a sense where like they use it to their advantage, but now, like when you talk about magic, when you talk about alchemy, that is real. The best way to perform any type of alchemy or any type of like mind control or anything like that, you literally have to eat naturally. You have to eat alkaline. You can't have no type of nothing fake inside you, because now you're connecting with the elements that you can't see with your eyes. You have to have electricity through your body, flowing through your body in order to connect to the elements. You know what I'm saying? On a mental scale, bro. Like I done seen this shit happen plenty of times. Like me, I never got too deep into magic and alchemy and dark magic and all of that shit because I want to make sure I check my ego before I learn some shit. Because if I learn some shit and if a motherfucker pissed me off, like some chick at the grocery store, she just pissed me off not too long ago. I went there, I asked her, hey, where's the aluminum foil? I was trying to look for it. And then she was like, oh, reading is fundamental. I'm like, bro, like, you didn't have to say that. I threw the rest of my shit down and I walked out. But if I knew the esoteric knowledge, bro, I would have made that bitch float. I would have probably stole the money out. You feel me? Because it's like, you ain't gonna talk to me crazy like that. You see what I'm saying? But what happened, which by the way, I just left that situation alone. It's just like, whatever. I just told her, like, you didn't have to say that shit to me, whatever. But if I knew I had the ability to make somebody disappear or do some crazy shit, who knows? Maybe my ego might pop out and try to do that shit for real. So I personally don't get that deep involved in that shit. I want to make sure, if I do, because I am interested in alchemy, but I want to make sure that, like, when I do that, like, I'm at a place where it's like there's absolutely no hate. Like, I gotta operate out of pure love. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it, bro. You have some people who are very impatient, and again, going back to these types of women who will use alchemy to their advantage. If you're not moving as fast as she wants you to move, bro, it's gonna be a problem. She's gonna try to enforce the rules on you. She's gonna try to enforce, these spells and these different rituals. And the thing about it is that once women, because again, like even down to the food that they eat, it ferments differently within their body. So you talking about y'all having intercourse, that could literally lock a dude in and he'll be trapped for the rest of his life because of, you know, what she did as far as the spells, based on what she ate, and based on the scent that she produced and the feeling that she gave this gave the guy, a euphoric feeling, something that like he can't even feel anymore unless it's with her. That specific look, smell, taste, all of that. Be aware, cause some dudes, they be losing their shit, get into a whole relationship that they probably, you know, their soul is probably not even fucking with, but because they were in their lower nature, they allowed their lower nature to, you know, make the decision overall. And then now you're dealing with the female who continuously uses esoteric knowledge on you, or like just that guy in that example, and he may never even fucking know it. This is why you have to be aware of everything. And don't get in too deep with a lot of these types of women that you might meet on the journey. Remember, a lot of them, in the first couple of weeks, they're gonna try to play up to your energy. If you're already vibrating at a high vibrational rate, then this is what I'm talking about. Now, if you still low vibrational, if you still got low vibrational thoughts, if you're still doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, I'm not gonna lie to you. 9 times out of 10, like women in that category, at least esoterically, they will just use your non-sexual energy because they can see right through you. So with that being said, bro, let's stay aware. Let's, you know, just because we attract a woman while we're on our spiritual journey, it's not always going to be like, yes, she's the one. You might end up finding that, and it may happen naturally. It might happen organically, but don't rush it. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush it. Take your time. Don't let a female change you. And if she is going to change you, make sure she's helping you to evolve. Not devolve, but evolve. MGT, what it do? It's your boy Moody Starr, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do. Man, become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk in this beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within and being high vibrational here at MGT. This is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. Intro for the outro. Yo, if you made it to the end of this video, you already know what time it is, man. You to go. I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video. If you resonate with this energy, if you resonate with this information, if you feel like I left out something, or, you know, whatever the case is, just let me know in the comment section. Drop a bag on the Cash App, leave a super chat. I appreciate everything. I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video. Peace.